As we get older, our bodies change. We can feel it in our aching joints, our slower movements, and our dwindling energy. But one of the most significant changes happens deep inside, hidden from view. It's the slow decline of our immune system, the very shield that protects us from illness. But what if we could turn back the clock on our immunity? New research has revealed something truly incredible. We might one day be able to reboot our immune system using the same mRNA technology found in modern vaccines. This isn't just a minor improvement. It's a potential revolution in how we age. Let's dive into this amazing breakthrough. Our immune system is a complex army, and one of its elite soldiers is the T-cell. These special cells are our frontline defense, hunting down and destroying infections, viruses, and even cancer cells. They're produced in a small organ called the thymus, which sits just behind the breastbone. When we're young, the thymus is a powerhouse, churning out fresh, powerful T-cells. Butaswayage, a prosolution begins. The thymus starts to shrink and is gradually replaced by fat. By the time we reach our senior years, it's a fraction of its original size. This shrinking has serious consequences. With a smaller thymus, our body produces far fewer new T-cells. The existing ones we have become older and less effective, like a tired, aging army. This is why older adults are more susceptible to infections like the flu or pneumonia, and why they often don't respond as well to vaccines. A simple cold can become a serious problem. Recovery times get longer, and the risk of developing certain cancers increases. For decades, scientists have tried to solve this problem, attempting to regenerate the thymus itself. But these efforts were often met with failure, as the treatments were either too toxic or simply didn't work. The thymus proved to be incredibly difficult to repair, so researchers had to think outside the box. And that's exactly what the scientific team did. They came up with a brilliant and surprising solution. Instead of trying to fix the aging thymus, they decided to bypass it completely. They asked, what if we could turn another organ into a temporary T-cell factory? Their choice was the liver. Unlike the thymus, the liver remains robust and powerful even in old age. It's a natural, protein-producing powerhouse. The key was telling the liver what to do. To achieve this, they turned to mRNA technology, the same groundbreaking science used in the COVID-19 vaccines. They engineered specific mRNA instructions and delivered them to older mice. These instructions essentially hijacked the liver's machinery, telling it to produce special proteins that guide the development of new, effective T-cells. In essence, they temporarily turned the liver into an immune-boosting headquarters. Here's how this fascinating process works. First, the custom-designed mRNA is packaged inside tiny, protective bubbles made of fat, called lipid nanoparticles. These nanoparticles are crucial because they shield the fragile mRNA on its journey through the body. Once injected into the bloodstream, these nanoparticles naturally travel to the liver, which is excellent at absorbing them. Inside the liver cells, the mRNA is released. The cell's own machinery then reads these instructions and starts producing the specific signaling proteins encoded in the message. These proteins are like activation codes for the immune system. They spread throughout the body and do two amazing things. First, they stimulate the creation of new, youthful T-cells from precursor cells. Second, they wake up the existing, older T-cells, making them more alert and active. The result is a system-wide immune rejuvenation. The body suddenly has more defenders, and the ones it already has are supercharged and ready for action. The immune system becomes stronger, more vigilant, and far more capable of fighting off disease, almost like it was years younger. The results from the animal studies were nothing short of dramatic. After just 1 month of treatment, the older mice showed incredible improvements. When given a vaccine, their immune systems responded much more strongly, producing a powerful defense just like younger mice. They were also better at fighting off active infections. But perhaps the most stunning result came from their cancer studies. The researchers observed that in the treated mice, tumor growth slowed down significantly. In fact, nearly half of the treated mice were able to completely clear their tumors. In contrast, the untreated mice saw their tumors grow rapidly and uncontrollably. What's equally important is that this powerful treatment appeared to be incredibly safe. The researchers saw minimal side effects. There were no signs of the immune system overreacting and attacking the body's own tissues, a condition known as autoimmunity. There was no evidence of organ damage. The treatment didn't cause chaos. It simply restored order. It made the immune system work the way it's supposed to, stronger, smarter, and more youthful. Now, there is one important limitation to be aware of. The liver is only a temporary factory. This treatment doesn't permanently change the immune system's architecture or rebuild the thymus. When the mRNA therapy stops, the liver stops producing the special proteins, and the immune system slowly returns to its previous, aged state. This means that to maintain the benefits, a person would likely need ongoing, periodic injections, much like managing a chronic condition with regular medication. However, when you consider the enormous potential benefits, especially for older adults and people with compromised immune systems, this is a small price to pay for a revitalized defense system. It's crucial to remember that this groundbreaking research has not yet been tested in humans. The success in mice is incredibly promising, but it's the first step on a longer journey. Even so, it opens the door to a future that was once the stuff of science fiction. Imagine a future where, as you get older, you can get a simple shot to safely boost your immune system. Imagine responding to a flu vaccine with the same vigor you had at 25. Imagine giving your body a stronger shield against cancer. Not through harsh chemotherapy, but by empowering its own natural defenses. This could completely transform healthcare, extending not just our lifespan, but our health span, the number of years we live in good health. The future of aging could look very, very different. Our immune system is the silent guardian of our health, protecting us every single moment of our lives. We now know that aging weakens this guardian, but science is finally catching up. This incredible tangible. It's hope for stronger immunity in our later years, hope for healthier, more resilient aging, and ultimately, hope for longer, more vibrant lives for everyone. The research is ongoing, and the path ahead is long, but the future of immune health has never looked brighter. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay hopeful, and don't forget to follow for more exciting, healthy living news.